Good morning, creators. How are you today? Let me move my microphone. How is your day so far? If you just woke up, if you've been up for a long time, if you've been at work already, how are you feeling? What do you want to feel like during your days? So, there's something about becoming more focused that's really, really important when you become a deliberate creator. So I like to have a lot going on. I've got multiple books I'm always working on and client projects and different, courses I'm building. Like I've got so much stuff. If I actually made a to-do list for everything, it would be a mile high. And how I keep myself out of overwhelm is that I decide what I want to do, like what is calling to me most, and I just focus on that. It sounds kind of scary, like you'd forget things or, you'd let people down or things would fall through the cracks, but it works really well because as long as you are in a place where you can hear your intuition, you're covered. Your your higher self can be your manager, right? It will guide you to where you need to be, and it'll guide you to the things that will move you forward in the biggest way. So like today well, for like 2 weeks now, I've been working on my media page and a press release for my intuitive art parties, and it's been fun. I've been learning a lot. It's been taking a lot of focus to do it. And but it feels really exhilarating. It feels good. So I may not be doing the easiest thing at that time, but I'm doing the thing that feels the best. Like sometimes challenges can feel really good. And I think it's important that we, like, again, if we want to live a big life, if we want to, move out of where we've been and experience more, then we're going to need to do something, feel something, vibrate to that place, right? We're going to be leaving the momentum that we had in a certain way and creating new. And we can only do that really by listening to our intuition and focusing on what that is calling us to. So, yeah, I was just thinking about that. Sometimes I do get a little bit of an overwhelmed feeling when I have a lot happening or something's taking a lot longer than I thought it would, which happens all the time. All the time. Things take way longer than I always imagine, which is so funny. Um, But I think if it wasn't that way, I probably wouldn't start doing these things, right? If I really knew how much time I would spend on them, I probably wouldn't start. So it's good that I just jump into things. Um, but yeah, sometimes, I do feel a little overwhelmed, but I just remember like I get to choose what I'm working on. Like I want to work on this and it'll be done eventually and then I'll move on. Sometimes planning big things ahead of time helps me too. So if I've been putting something off because I know it's going to take a long time, sometimes I'll just put it on my calendar, and that way it's like it's solid, it's there. I'm just jumping into it when I get to it, and I'm fitting it in that way. So I think there are a lot of ways to manage a busy schedule or lots of projects. I will make a video on how I use Airtable to do that eventually, but honestly, I don't even have them all in there yet. It just kind of started doing that. and my assistant is mostly the one updating it. And my assistant is new, and she's only working on the Intuitive Art Academy right now. So it's not like I have an assistant who does all this stuff for me. It's really not that hard. It's not hard to do a lot. It's not hard to have a big life. It's not hard to take the day off when you want to. It just takes like a commitment to that's the lifestyle. That's just the lifestyle. That's just how I'm going to work and live. And because I'm working and living for myself, I'm not working and living for someone else. I'm not looking busy just to look busy. You know, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm just doing what feels good to me. And that is amazing. I know that. But I did that by deliberately focusing, right? I didn't start out like this. If you watched, I think yesterday's video, I knew when I was 17 I wanted to work for myself, and it took another 10 years to really get it down. Maybe 13. Maybe like when I was 30, things kind of fell into place there, but it took a long time, and it's okay for things to take a long time. It doesn't matter where you are. It just matters where you're focusing, right? You create what you focus on. If you want to be full-time self-employed or, independently wealthy or whatever it is you want to be, just focus there. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's not rocket science. It's simpler than any of us would, admit. It just takes focus. Focus can be difficult because we're constantly trying to be distracted. But if I call it double down. If you double down on your focus, if you know how you want to feel, I want to feel free. I want to feel excited about life. I want to feel creative every day. I want to feel connected to the people that I love. Build that story. Build the story of how you want to feel and focus on that. Meditate and become detached, and then let yourself daydream on that. Find that feeling. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, how do I want to feel? Feel that in your body. Set a reminder on your phone, a couple times a day to get back into that feeling. That's what you will draw to you if that's what you're focused on. It's that simple. That's it. It's that simple. So it takes a little time sometimes to change the direction of your momentum, but keep with it. Keep going. Don't stop. And that's what you'll have. It's that easy. It's that easy. And things will keep getting better and better if you're focused on what you want. There's no end to feeling better, and there's no end to what you can create. So it doesn't really matter what you're doing, it's about how you're feeling. So it's not about copying what someone else is doing. It's about you feeling how you want to feel and then being inspired to certain actions or people or software, etc. So, hope that was a good reminder for you. I know you know that, but it can be helpful to be around people who are repeating that. That's why I'm doing the show, for me to even hear myself say it every day. So, lots of love, guys. I want to know, what is the story you're creating? What do you want to feel every day? And I will see you tomorrow. Will I see you tomorrow? No, I will see you Monday. Okay, guys.